Welcome, true seekers of history, to a massive mystery hidden deep within the clouds. You think you know the great Inca Empire and their magnificent stone cities. They built earthquake-proof fortresses without a single drop of mortar or cement.
Freshly ground cumin. Get your spices here.
But the true shock lies not in how they cut the massive and heavy granite rocks. It is how they used those same tools to drill into human skulls while patients were awake. The year is 1911, deep in the rugged mountains of the Peruvian Andes. American explorer Hiram Bingham marches through the unforgiving, thick green jungle. He is guided by a local farmer along a very narrow and treacherous mountain trail. The weather is brutal, with dense white fog obscuring every step towards the rocky peak. Suddenly, the heavy clouds begin to part, revealing a sight that stops his heavy breath. A gigantic, ancient city made entirely of carved stone slumbers on the mountain ridge. It is Machu Picchu, a hidden masterpiece untouched by the Spanish conquistadors. No colonial boots ever trampled these sacred grounds or destroyed its giant temples. Bingham stares in absolute disbelief at the perfectly preserved stone architecture. Every house and palace stands intact, defying the passage of 400 long years. According to historical records, this wonder was built in the early 15th century. But how did a civilization without iron or wheels create such a colossal marvel?
It's just a suggestion.
This question leads us back to the golden age of the mighty and glorious Inca Empire. We must travel back in time to understand the genius of their ancient master builders. Prepare to witness the incredible birth of the stone city above the rolling gray clouds. It is the 15th century, under the rule of the great Sapa Inca Pachacuti.
How dare you make such a demand?
The emperor stands overlooking the canyon, commanding his massive army of laborers. Thousands of mighty workers labor under the scorching sun in the holy sacred valley. They practice ashlar masonry, an astonishing technique using no binding wet cement. Look closely at the muscular stonemasons striking granite with heavy hematite hammers. They cut through the hardest materials using only river rocks and sheer human brute force. The blocks are shaped so perfectly that even a paper-thin knife cannot slide right through. Glistening with sweat, the builders grind the giant stones together until they lock so tight. This requires superhuman patience and an incredible understanding of natural physics. But the Incas were aware of a hidden danger lurking beneath the tall Andes Mountains. The entire mountain region is highly active, plagued by frequent and brutal earthquakes. To protect their city, they designed trapezoidal doors and uniquely inward slanting walls. When the ground violently shakes, these giant stones do not fall, they simply dance in place. The blocks quickly bounce and settle back into their original positions perfectly well. Modern scientists remain stunned by this brilliant earthquake-resistant stone foundation. While Europe built rigid castles, the Incas built structures that moved safely with nature. Pachacuta's vision transformed a rugged tall cliff into an indestructible, safe fortress. If you faced constant natural disasters, Could you engineer a solution this truly grand? Please share your thoughts in the comments as we dive deeper into this lost ancient world. Every angle, every carved rock in this mighty city was designed with a higher purpose. Yet, building a city in the clouds is nothing if your people cannot survive living here. The altitude is extreme, and the steep green slopes offer no natural flat open farmland. The Inca engineers had to conquer the mountain to feed their growing royal population. This brings us to another marvel that rivals their majestic and heavy stone palaces. They literally carved fertile green gardens right out of the cloud-covered mountainside. Behold the gigantic system of green agricultural terraces, widely known as Andines. These epic giant steps run down the mountain, acting as warm greenhouses for their local crops. They capture the warm solar energy by day and prevent deadly mud landslides by dark night. Inca farmers peacefully tended to precious maize and potatoes on these vertical farms. They used wonderful engineering with thick layers of gravel to drain heavy storm rainfall. This allowed thousands of citizens to flourish in a place where absolutely nothing should grow. But food alone could not sustain the grand temples and the high priests of the bright sun god. Water was the blood of the empire, and the Incas fully mastered its hidden secret flow. They tapped into natural mountain springs located high above the bustling main city square. A brilliant underground stone canal system distributed pure fresh water to every zone. Look at the high priest bathing in the sacred flowing fountains designed for holy rituals. The slope of the main water channel was safely calculated to prevent any major overflow.
Wrap it up now.
Experts believe this water delivery system was totally unmatched in the ancient lost world. They managed to harmonize advanced technology with profoundly deep religious beliefs. Every single drop of water was treated as a holy and sacred gift from the divine heavens. For generations, the elite of the city lived in perfect and peaceful utopian balance. Machu Picchu was a throbbing golden heart of culture, astronomy, and high royal luxury. The Inca thought their mighty stone empire would surely last for an eternity of ages. So, a profound and disturbing mystery shadows this majestic and quiet wonderland. Why was this incredible paradise suddenly left completely to the mercy of the jungle? Less than a century after its glorious birth, Machu Picchu became a silent ghost town. The inhabitants silently packed away their sacred idols and vanished quickly into thin air. There are absolutely no signs of violent battles or bloody massacres on these stone walls. Many scholars suggest a deadly outbreak of smallpox swept right through the vast royal estate. Others believe the sudden death of Pachacuti ended the city's active religious daily life. What would force an entire civilization to forsake their masterpiece in the dark shadow? While the world marvels at their stones, a far more shocking truth lies safely buried away. The same brilliant minds that cut mountains use their tools for something truly terrifying. Deep inside a dimly lit stone chamber, an Inca surgeon prepares his freezing cold blades. They successfully performed trepanation, the deadly art of drilling holes into human skulls. patient lies on the stone altar, wide awake, gasping as the sharp black blade cuts so deep. Using obsidian knives, the shaman removes crushed bone to relieve dangerous brain pressure. Historical skulls show a staggering survival rate for this highly brutal and bloody procedure. Even by modern medical standards, their surgical proficiency was absolutely shocking. They reverenced the human body, just as they understood the inner workings of the solid earth. From cutting giant boulders to performing precise brain surgery on fully awake young men. The Inca were a complex paradox of brutal nature and astonishing scientific ancient grace. As the thick white fog swallows the grand temples once again, the high priest slowly walks away. Machu Picchu remains a silent stone guardian of untold ancient secrets even to this day. A beautiful city of wonders that ultimately surrendered to the ruthless march of long time. The creeping jungle reclaimed their majesty, hiding their achievements from the greedy wide world. Only the soaring condors and the floating clouds know the full truth of what really happened here. Machu Picchu stands as a silent witness to a brilliant yet highly ruthless ancient empire age. Was their sudden vanishing a tragic, sad fate or a masterstroke of survival? Tell us below. Please like, share, and subscribe to uncover more forgotten secrets of the ancient hidden past.